Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to the final week 4 of the Wave Race 64 2020 Olympics recap video. As always, I am Dr. Fish, and week 4 was a pretty nutty week. The final week, but very active, and some heavy times put down this week. So let's get going and looking at all these times. We have Zuby coming in, Southern Island reverse and Glacier Coast reverse 1:21.780 and 1:22.782. So some very solid times to start, and I know we will be seeing more of Zuby throughout the week. We have Stone Cold Hard on day 1, as the previous weeks coming in, submitting every single course on day 1. We have Glacier Coast 121.539, Glacier Coast Reverse 130.519. We have Southern Island Reverse 124.644, and Southern Island Forward 116.961. So on day 1 we had Shippy Pod, who played a session, just a local recording session, and Shippy was able to get a 1:13.573 in Olympics record. I wasn't gonna originally show it, but I think this is worth showing. So let's go ahead and watch. This is the new Olympic record. Shippy had already achieved a 1:13. I don't know whether this was with a dive or not, but Shippy had achieved a 1:13 already. And Shippy's just so good at the dive on this course. Oh, so good. 24.322. Okay, so previous one did have a dive. You can tell by the lap. Oh, very smooth. So smooth, man. I actually do think this is a lap record. Yeah. So Shippy just has to close it out. Shippy just needed to close out strong. Unfortunately, caught a bad break on the waves there. However, very smooth playing at that point. Taking the waves, understanding how that cycle works, the waves that you're going to hit and encounter, and not bumping into the buoys or anything. And just overall having a stellar time. 1:13.576. So my apologies. It's a 5.76 from Shippy. So that's top 3. By the way, that is top 3 among all of Shippy Pod's times. So I'll change that on here. So the new Olympics record, that's massive. So on July 26th, there was activity by only myself, being Dr. Fish, and I put down times on all 4 courses. I had Southern Island 1:14.044, a time achieved without the dive, and from there I would proceed to attempt dives on most other days. However, I was not able to achieve another dive, so this is the time that stood at the end of the week. I got a Glacier Coast 1:15.529, a very good time, and setting the bar high on a Glacier Coast at the benchmark. And then I got one of my best times on Southern Island Reverse this week as well. So that's the first time I wanted to show, or the second time I wanted to show, which is my Glacier Coast 1:20.281. Or you're gonna struggle. What happened on lap 1 in the last attempt, even though it was really fast, was I just went too wide. So I had already achieved the 1:21.013, and I was looking for the 1:20. So getting that wave cycle allows you to get faster laps. On lap 1, when you turn make that immediate turn towards the wave section, and you can ride that first wave here, and you can like actually just jump up on that wave. That's really good. I was able to go underneath the buoy there, which really helped and allowed to create a very good lap for myself. .25.2 is very, very good. Unfortunately there, I kind of got put really too low on that. A nice job. Wow, nice job riding the wave on top and not pressing B. That's something that myself and a lot of players will do, is I'll press the B button on there. That's super good. So just kind of on the last section, kind of just riding over the wave instead of pressing B and pretty much putting my watercraft straight in the sand. That's really good, and helped save that lap because I lost cycle. Also, I wanted to show the time that I got here, the 120.877 on Glacier Coast Reverse, in which I moved the benchmark and got a brand new PB. So let's watch. I probably don't have to prove it, but I want to. I want to show that I can still do it in all channels. A tough category. It's such a tough category. So maybe not the best start, but I think this lap turns out pretty good. Ooh, going below 100 there. Okay, so this lap is not as good as it could be, but it's still solid nonetheless. Yeah, so 28.8. Wow, that was a very good section there and a very nice turn. I only went down to 104 there, which really helped. This lap carried my not so good second lap. Or this second lap carried my not so good first lap to being really good pace. 26.2 is insane. And the only thing I had to do left was just to complete the lap and hopefully just get a 25 and I would get the 120. Very wide play though, man. This can easily be improved. But a 120 is still a great time. I went wire there. Ooh, wow. I forgot how close I got to that. Cool. I just moved the benchmark. Let's go. PB. Benchmark is 120. So, with this 120.877, it's a very interesting repeat, kind of a repeat of history where in the 2018 Olympics, in week 4 on the final day, I moved the benchmark on Glacier Coast Reverse to 121. And so it's really cool that on week 4 of this Olympics that I moved the benchmark to 120. So that was July 26th. So not the most active day, but some very, very good times put down by myself. So Zuby on the 27th started out with a 1:15.195, a very good time. Almost getting that 1:14. The highly sought after 1:14 there. In the grasps. Should not take much more to get. And Shibby Pod played the reverse courses on July 27th, and he achieved a 120.490 on Glacier Coast Reverse and a 119.957 on Southern Island Reverse. Shibby Pod almost got the Olympics record on Southern Island Reverse. Just barely missed out. And on the next day, on July 28th, Etoast, who has been rising really fast and getting benchmarks everywhere, he achieved the Southern Island 114.957. That's a fantastic time, and I want to show it here. So it's really great to see a player who's only been playing for about 6 months now, getting these really great times and competing with many of the mid-tier players and rising up towards the top tier. In the future, I definitely can see that happening. Nice, very nice. So Southern Island is a course where you cannot take a single lap off or a single turn off, like at all, if you want to get the time that you're gonna get. So you can see Itos is 4/10 ahead of his PB, but lap 3 is brutal, and he definitely got 114 pace here, and definitely got some nice wave cycle there. Oh, he even gets 129. Very nice. Able to really bunker down there and get a 114.9. So congratulations on your first 114 on Southern Island. Okay. And so continuing on this day, we had a couple more runs. We had Andy Panther submitting 122.255 on Glacier Coast Reverse, moving into the top 5 on Glacier Coast Reverse. Congratulations, Andy Panther. And we see Glacier Coast 117.198. Andy Panther getting closer to 116 on the course. I think he barely missed his PB with that time. In a Southern Island 115.616, a new PB on that course, as well as 122.345 on Southern Island Reverse. So congratulations, Andy Panther, on getting 2 PBs and great times on every course that you played. And so July 20. Oh yeah, that's it. So Andy also must have submitted some times on the 29th. I believe these are from 2 separate sessions where he played 1 session of Glacier Coast, 1 session of Southern Island. And so continuing July 29th, Zuby came in and submitted his final times he submitted on Southern Island, Glacier Coast, and Southern Island Reverse. I believe that these would be the final times that he would submit. 115, 158, almost getting the 114, but just barely coming up short. But I believe Zuby will get that with a bit more grinding. 114 is a tough benchmark to get. And we have Glacier Coast 117.176, a very stellar time for Zuby. However, that would not be his... I believe that's not his final time on Glacier Coast, as there's one more time down below here that I will make mention of. We have Glacier Coast 121.664. Zuby definitely stepping up in these last couple of days on Southern Island Reverse, and then also on Glacier Coast. Glacier Coast 116.636, which is a fantastic time. That is, I believe, in the top 10 on Glacier Coast. So congratulations, Zuby, on achieving these times. Also on the 31st, which is the final day, we have Ilu Dude getting a 116.216 on Glacier Coast, cementing himself another really good time on a course, and that's almost benchmark. I know Ilu has been so close to 115 for so long, and I believe that if Ilu really... I know Ilu can easily put the time in, and he will get the result of 115. And then on July 31st, we had a meetup between ShibiPod, As Money, and Game. And so I will go back to them, but I want to first mention that Ryan Warner Code's got a 117.226 PB on Southern Island. So congratulations on that time, almost to the 116. It's always cool to see players making huge strides in their progress on courses. And then myself, Dr. Fish, I got a 115.523, slightly improving my Glacier Coast time on the final day, unable to get a much better time or a PB. And so ShibiPod, Gaiman, As Money all came in with some pretty nice times. As Money getting a 114.878 on Southern Island, so getting a benchmark for himself, very solid. Game also getting the benchmark Southern Island 114.505, and excuse me, an MDK coming in with a 120.3935 on Glacier Coast reverse. That's a massive time for sure. So that's awesome to see you get a 120. And last, certainly not least, we have ShibiPod, who put up 2 insanely good times. And I know this video is probably pretty long, but it's worth it. And these 2 videos are worth showing. I want to show the Glacier Coast 120.323 first, because the last video just deserves to be the final video of the Olympics.
I just ignore anything. Unless shit really hits the fan, but unfortunately I haven't had anything massive come out.
So just to note, we are watching the video on the left, the video that has Shibi written above it. We have ShibiPod, who is the close camera, and then Game is the farther away person in the camera, playing Southern Island reverse.
I figured I could knock out a 120.
28.336. That's insane. ShibiPod had been seeing these types of paces so much. It's so great to see him get to convert it in this specific run. I know Shibi wanted to get a time that was like 119 or very low 120, but this run was awesome. A couple of frames of 129 at the end really cements that run as a great run. That is a leader. That's not only the Olympics record, that is also the world record. That's a world record on the leaderboard.
See, I don't think you have anything better than that on SRC, right? So it's gonna beat that, won't it?
Is that a world record?
I know you had a better time than that, but you didn't have a video, so that would count as a world record.
It's true. So ShibiPod 120.323, counting as the leader, counting as the current world record, as well as the Olympics record. But this last run, the one, I can't believe I'm saying this, 114.984 on Glacier Coast. The 999 is dead. And this is the run. Shibi is the bottom left here. We have Asmoney and Game both here for it.
Yeah, Mr. Consistent, except for stopping at Subway.
Yeah, they were both one.
Alright, so let's watch this run.
Hmm.
25 or 26.568. Really nice ice turn. I know Chibi would have wanted better, but still really good.
Yeah, I know you're on pace for
The ice section there, that final ice section is really crucial there. To just get a 24-2. Because especially with how bad the setup was on lap 2, sorry, allowed for this to be a really good lap. I was watching this live and I knew this was pace when this happened. I just was waiting for it to happen.
Yeah!
What?
Oh!
Shit!
It's over, baby!
No, 999.
The 999 is done? Fuck.
It's dead.
Yes!
Dude, this was so good.
Last second Olympic.
Oh my
Last second
God.
Olympic record. Olympic record and the untied.
Standing record.
Oh my gosh, that was
No
insane.
way, man. Did that just
999's
happen?
been there forever.
The one
And on that note,
they tried
I would
to
like-
emotes, man.
I'm gonna mute it because it's pretty loud and probably comparable to my voice. I am naming Shibby Pod the Week 4 MVP. He gold medaled every single course, put in so much work, got 2 world records, and he almost got the world record on Southern Island, and he almost got the world record on Southern Island Reverse. 3 of his times were untied this week, and one of them was a world, and one of them on Glacier Coast Reverse that wasn't untied, still a world record. So, as we close out the 2020 Wave Race Olympics, I want to say thank you to every single runner who played and submitted, who just played in general. Thank you so much for making this Olympics amazing. And I want to thank Shibby Pod for helping me organize the event. And just being for being a positive force in our community. And so, as always, I have been Dr. Fish. This was the Wave Race 64 2020 Olympics. And I will see you for the medal ceremony. Peace.